Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're talking about something that affects a lot of people. Maybe you're moving house, maybe you run a business, choosing a freight carrier.
Yeah, it can feel like a bit of a minefield sometimes.
Totally. We're looking at this piece, pasted text, which helpfully lays out like 10 key questions you should be asking.
Right, it's a really practical checklist.
And our mission here is basically to arm you, the listener, with the knowledge to pick a good carrier and, well, avoid potential headaches down the road.
Exactly. Getting your stuff from A to B safely and on time, that's the goal, whether it's personal belongings or business inventory.
Okay, let's jump in. First question from the text, licensing and insurance. Seems pretty straightforward.
It does, but it's absolutely non-negotiable. The license, well, that proves they're legally allowed to operate. No license, big warning sign.
And the insurance.
That's your safety net. I mean, accidents happen, things get damaged. Insurance means you're covered financially if the worst occurs. Without it, you're taking a huge risk.
Right, okay. Makes sense. Next up is their track record. How important is that history?
Oh, it's critical. It's like their performance history. A solid record of on-time deliveries, goods arriving in good shape, that speaks volumes about reliability.
So past performance is a good indicator of future results, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Consistency is what you're looking for.
The text also mentions how they handle delays. Because things do go wrong sometimes, don't they?
Absolutely. Delays are almost inevitable in logistics at some point. Weather, traffic, you name it.
So it's not if, but how they deal with it.
Precisely. Do they communicate proactively? Do they let you know what's happening, what the new plan is? Or do they just leave you hanging?
Yeah, being left in the dark is frustrating. What about pricing? Nobody likes hidden fees.
Transparency is key here. You need a clear breakdown of all costs, not just the base freight rate. Ask about fuel surcharges, accessorial fees, everything.
And payment terms, too.
Yep. When is payment due? What methods do they accept? Get it all clear up front to avoid, nasty surprises on the invoice.
Okay. Real-time tracking. Lots of carriers offer this now. What's the real benefit?
Well, beyond just peace of mind watching your shipment move, it allows for better planning.
Ah, on the receiving end.
Exactly. You know when to expect arrival, arrange for unloading, manage inventory. It improves efficiency all around. Technology helping out.
And the claims process. What if something does get lost or damaged despite the insurance?
You need to know their procedure. How do you file a claim? How long does it typically take? Is their process clear and fair?
So a responsive and straightforward claims process is a good sign.
Definitely. It shows they stand behind their service, even when things aren't perfect.
Safety and compliance also come up. Why focus on that?
Well, a carrier with a strong safety record and adherence to regulations is generally more professional and reliable.
Less likely to have accidents that could impact your shipment.
Exactly. It points to a well-run operation overall.
The text touches on technology use beyond just tracking. How else does tech help?
It can mean optimized routing, which might lead to faster transit times, better internal communication, more efficiency. It often translates to better service for you.
Yeah. And the last couple of points, references and communication, seems like standard vetting.
Pretty much. Don't be afraid to ask for references. Talking to other customers can give you real insight into their actual performance.
Not just the sales pitch.
Right. And just generally, how easy are they to communicate with? Are they responsive, accessible? Good communication is vital throughout the process.
Okay, so those are the key questions. Now, the source also mentions platforms like CargoCredible. What role do they play?
These platforms are becoming increasingly important. They're essentially community hubs where users share reviews and experiences with different carriers.
Like TripAdvisor for trucking.
Kind of, yeah. It brings transparency to the industry. You can see feedback from people who've actually used the service.
So it helps you make a more informed choice based on collective experience.
Exactly. It fosters accountability and can help lift service standards across the board. It builds trust through shared information.
So wrapping this deep dive up, the core message seems to be, do your homework. Ask these questions.
Absolutely. Taking the time to ask informed questions significantly boosts your chances of having a smooth, successful shipping experience. It puts you in control.
Makes sense. Your goods are important, so making an informed choice is crucial.
Couldn't agree more.
And it leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? Seeing this kind of transparency emerge in freight, how might that push for similar openness in other service industries we use every day? Something to think about.
Interesting point. Definitely food for thought.